Hey everybody, Andre Cacciatore with Ricky Doyle here. We're here to talk about UFC Fight Night Long Island. Chris Weidman, Kelvin Gastelum. You know, Chris Weidman's returning home to New York where he's from.
Hometown advantage.
Yeah, he was talking with Ariel Helwani of MMA Hour earlier today. He was saying that he used to go to Islanders games back in the 90s and wait for autographs. So he's going to be pumped up about being at home. You think that's going to be an advantage for him?
You know what? It might be a disadvantage in this instance, actually, because I think that in order for Weidman to win this fight, I think he's going to want to slow things down a bit, maybe control the pace, maybe get it to the ground and kind of, you know, I think if you're Gastelum, you try to want to, you know, go off of the fact that Weidman's confidence might be rattled a little bit coming on this, you know, 3-fight losing streak. Maybe come forward with him a little bit, try and, you know, push the pace early. Whereas, like I said, if you're Weidman, I think maybe you want to slow it down, bring it to the ground, see what you can do from there. So if you get the crowd into it, this place is jacked up. I don't know, maybe that doesn't bode well. Maybe Weidman comes out, takes a couple chances, gets caught with one. That's happened a couple times in the last 3 fights for him.
It has, but I also think Weidman being he's been a champion before, he's been under the spotlight. I think him being at home, I don't think he has any nerves. He seems really calm going into this fight. Based on what I've seen in interviews, he's at home, 3-fight losing streak. We saw that with Holly Holm. She had lost 3 in a row. She bounced back with a big win. She's also a former champ, so I think, you know, Weidman's a champion. Plus, you look at his last loss against Gerard Mousasi, who's also an Armenian like myself.
Yeah, I don't even count that loss really.
Exactly, it was a weird fight.
I agree. That's very fluky.
Very fluky. He dominated that first round too. So I mean, he had a bad decision, and you look at Gastelum. It seems like he's found his place in the 155 division. He kind of missed weight when he was at 173 times. Dana White said you can never fight at 170 again.
Yeah, that was a train wreck.
Yeah. And as you were saying, Ricky, Weidman, he's going to want to get this to the ground. You're totally right about that. He averages 3.5 takedowns per 15 minutes. He has the advantage on the ground. I think he's going to go there. And I think he's going to succeed there, and I think he will win. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Gastelum in this, and I know he's giving up some size here. I mean, he's giving up 5-6 inches, a lot of reach too, 6-7 inch reach advantage for Weidman. Also, you know, as we talked about, you got the crowd's going to be behind him in Long Island and everything like that. But I just look at Gastelum as kind of a guy that's on the up and up. He's younger, 25, you know, kind of coming into his own. And I like the return to middleweight after that train wreck of you know, trying to fight at 170 and like Dana White, like you said, Dana White not letting him fight there. So I don't know. To me, he seems like a guy who's hitting his stride. He looks a lot better at that size too. Very stocky guy. I could just see him getting in there, maybe catching him with one early. I think if this goes the distance, Weidman has the advantage, but I like Gastelum to take him down in rounds 1 or 2.
And you make a good point about, you know, Weidman being on the way down, Gastelum being on the way up. This is a big fight in the middleweight division. Whoever wins this fight,
it's huge.
Crowded division, but then they put themselves for a chance for a title shot down the road. So it'll be a good match, a big fight tomorrow.
Is this, if Weidman loses this fight, you think this is the end for him?
Absolutely. 4 fights in a row. This is very important for him. That's another reason why I think he's going to win. He's a hungry man. He knows this might be it for him. He's going to come out there with guns blazing.
Yeah, you don't think the name recognition will keep him around?
Yeah, he'll be around, but he won't be in the elite of the middleweight class anymore.
I can see that, yeah.
But, you know, UFC Fight Night Long Island will be on Fox. Y'all check it out tomorrow. For everything UFC, keep it on NESN.com.